Hey everybody, welcome. Happy Friday evening. It's me, Melissa De Silva, your mindset leader. Today, I wanted to talk about some of the problems that people are facing today. And that could be that you're allowing your outside current results to control your thinking. So, how can we stop and how can we start to develop some more awareness around that subject? Listen, we are conditioned to let our outside environment influence our thinking. And a lot of the times, if you think about children in school and they get their report cards and they sit down with their parents and they start looking at their grades, unconsciously, they probably start to form a belief that they operate at that level. Or maybe you look at your bank account and you see it at a certain way. You start to form a belief around money and that, this is the current state that you're in. You have to really build an awareness to think from a different level. Okay, so if you are thinking about, I'm looking at my personal success and I'm not where I want to be. Well, ask yourself, what am I thinking about? A lot of the times when I work with somebody, I ask them a few questions. I ask them where their current earnings are per year or per month. And then I ask them, well, where do you want to go and how much do you want to earn? And a lot of the times, they feel uncomfortable talking about that. And I love to say, I really don't care where you're, what you're earning or where you're at right now, but it helps me to understand where your self image is set, what your beliefs are about certain things that I talk about. So, yeah, when you start working with me, we start to get up close and personal. Obviously, it's completely confidential, whether you're a family member that works with me, a close friend, or acquaintance. Um, my job is to disrupt your thinking and help you to think at a higher level of awareness. A person that is earning $50,000 a year is not thinking from a person that's earning $150,000 a year. And a person that's earning $150,000 a year is not somebody that's potentially thinking at a seven figure standard. Okay. So if you're thinking about, where am I now? And where are my limiting beliefs at? Once we start to become really honest with ourselves and we start to look at our results, then we're going to start to really be able to implement a path of change to get to the next level. Ask yourself this question right now. Each day, am I willing and am I able to do 1% better? Just 1%. So whether you're an athlete, whether you're a business owner, whether you are somebody that maybe neither, but has an idea of where they want to go, are you willing and are you able to just do 1% better every day? If you're in a business and you want to grow your business, the 1% better would to be reaching out to somebody new that you haven't really spoke to about what you do. Or if you are an athlete, you could say, you know what, I'm going to practice and show up today and I'm going to act from my best self, my best performance, my best status now. And what that's going to do is that's going to trigger a success seeking mechanism in your brain. And it's going to match up with the results that you are currently thinking and feeling. Okay. So, thought to feeling is just a transference. So, when you think something and you lock it in with a belief, then it starts to shift your identity. Um, you really want to act from your future self. And what is that? Your future self is the person that's already achieved the goal. That's what I do. When I'm learning a new song, I actually just picked up guitar recently again. And I did the things that I needed to do like cut my long nails and say goodbye to those, to be able to form the habit of the finger placement. But when I play, I tell myself that I'm fluent in guitar. I'm fluent in singing Spanish. Language comes to me easily. I'm learning Portuguese music as well. I am actually a Portuguese background. I've learned a Portuguese song. I'm going to be performing it this weekend. I'm a musician. I'm a business owner. I'm a leader. What are the stories that you're telling yourself? And what are the daily habits? What are the processes that you go through daily to get the current results that you have now? Look at your results. Results are always a reflection of what's going on inside. Look at your current relationships. Look at the relationship that you have with yourself. What kind of habits do you have around your thinking? Do you put yourself down a lot? You probably don't even hear those thoughts. But the daily processes that you can create, implementing more positive habits going forward to get to where you want to go. That sounds effortless. It's actually really hard, okay? Because you got to think, you're operating from your current identity right now, from your old self, and you got to switch it on to the new self. You got to act, walk, talk like you're already there. So get a piece of paper and write down where you're currently at, being completely honest and truthful with yourself. How much money are you earning? Are you living the way you want? Or are you giving yourself an out? And is there more negative and more positive? Then I want you to take what that current result is, and I want you to flip the page over. And in a year, if you could be anything or anywhere in where you are going, where and what would that look like now? And I want you to write it as if you've already achieved it. I'm so happy and grateful now that I earn ... I went on the trip that I went on, and it was amazing. I'm currently working in the position that I have right now with my job, and I'm going for X promotion. I've attracted the perfect person into my life. Whatever it is, you can go ahead and you can do 1% better now every day, and you can create that quantum leap in a year to be there. And then once you're there, you keep moving forward and you keep growing bigger. You want to grow bigger. You want to grow better. And you always want to leave everyone with an impression of increase. People want to be better off by knowing you. Doesn't matter how things ended. If they think back to the good, you were an influence in some form in their life. Perhaps they were in your life. And when you start to build those processes, those new habits of thinking from your future self, what you are doing is you're saying no to everything else that isn't. Who are the people that you're associating with? They are a huge impact in your life and in your results. Who are you giving your time to? Remember, be kind, but you don't have to be giving your time to everybody. You only have so much time here on the earth. And I find that if you're surrounding your environment with people that are just not winning, then you're going to start to operate from that as well. Be selective and stop giving yourself a back door and a way out to the life that you say that you want. Everything that happened in your life up until this point was to make you who you are. And if you want it, it's already here. Stop saying that you're not that type of person, because you're sending yourself a message. Remember, that success-seeking mechanism is always going to make you right. And it's also known as your self-image. The image that you hold of yourself inside and the image that you see externally, you are going to walk, talk, and be that person. But you can change your identity. You're still yourself, but you're acting from that future self now. So I want you to take action and do an action step for me this weekend. And feel free to message me. If you have me on Instagram, great. If you have me on Facebook, I'd love to receive a personal message. I'd love to have a discovery call with you. I work with all sorts of people. I work with business people, corporate, personal, and it all depends on the level of coaching you're looking at, mentorship, but I want you to bet on yourself. I want you to take a chance on yourself, because I'll tell you right now that everything you need is inside you. But if we don't have an accountability coach, a mentor, someone to follow that is getting the results that you want in life and business, it's going to make all the difference in following somebody. You don't have to follow me, but I work with people like you that help to make it happen. So here's your homework. I want you to write out where you're currently at. And I want you to be completely truthful with yourself. Could be income, could be relationship, could be business, whatever. And I want you to write out where you are at now. I want you to take that piece of paper and I want you to flip it over. And I want you to write from your future self now, whatever it is that you want, that you've already achieved it. What are you dressing like? Where have you gone? What are you earning? And where are you going next? Because you always got to have a goal. If you don't have a goal, and it's not enough just to have a goal, it's an irrevocable decision that you tell yourself, I don't give an F what people think about me. New attitude. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do, and I am going to be that person now. I want you to take a little bit of time to reflect on yourself. I want you to bet on yourself, because it's going to make all the difference. Time is passing, and nobody's coming. Nobody's coming to save you. And you're going to look back in a year, perhaps, and think, I said I was going to do that. I didn't do that. And then you judge yourself and you give yourself a hard time. So how about you stop doing that? How about you start living from your future self now? I can't wait to see you next time. I hope that you liked today's segment, and I look forward to meeting you soon. We'll see you next time.